Spencer Lazar, MMA interviews alongside a legend of the sport, Mr. Ken Shamrock, here at the World MMA Fighters Only Awards. Dude, great to have you out. Are you presenting tonight? What do you think is going to go down?
Not sure, man. I'm here to enjoy the show. I know they invited me in for the Lifetime Achievement Award. You know, obviously, it's a tough class. But I'm glad to be here. I'm very honored to be here with all of you and enjoy this time.
If it's not this year, it's coming, right? If you're getting that award.
Well, I tell you, it's just being here and supporting these great events because with the way that MMA has gone, it's great to see the support and how many people love this event, man.
What has changed the most since you started in this sport to today?
Oh, where do I begin? I mean, the diet's so dialed in on cutting the weights. Obviously, we didn't have weight classes back then, and now there's all kinds of them. The strategicness in cutting the weight, the training that they have now, and setups for all the moves. It's just, I mean, in every single aspect of this sport has risen to a level that's just unbelievable.
Yeah. And what weight class would you have been in today if they had weight classes?
Yeah, I would have probably been in the 185-pounder. Back in the day, we didn't get a choice, so I had to be around 210, 215. So I was always training and putting on weight. But really, yeah, if I was in today where there was weights and you had to cut the weight, I'd probably been a 185-pounder.
Yeah. And are you still training? Do you stay in the gym at all?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. It's not something that I don't do. I do, but I don't do it like I used to because the older you get, the body doesn't recover as much. So you got to make sure you give yourself time to recover. Yeah.
Well, what else? Some fight predictions. This weekend, we have Kobe and Leon Edwards. If you watch, I don't know how involved you are in watching everything, but that's the main event this weekend. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I just think there's two great athletes going to get in there and you're going to have a great fight. I think matching those two up was smart. Those guys like to bring it. Both have different styles. It's going to be fun.
Maybe lean a little more towards the wrestler.
You don't know. Like I said, when it comes to the main event and you got these guys coming in there and they both know what their strengths and weaknesses are, you can see them changing quite a bit because the way that these athletes are now, they can strike and they can also grapple. So, you can never say, okay, we're just going to take them down like in the day where you had a striker against a grappler. That just doesn't happen anymore. You got to be good in all areas.
100%. One question I'm asking everybody: who is the greatest of all time? I think this is maybe the best. You're the best guy to answer this question, maybe.
Yeah, and this is one you get in every sport, and you see arguments all the time about who's the best, especially in football when you got quarterbacks and who's the MVP, who's the greatest of all time. Is it Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw, Brady? And when I look at it, I go, you can't compare the two. It's a different
genres, yeah.
Different era of athletes, different training methods. I mean, if we had everything that these guys had today in training, my goodness, I mean, the things that we would have been able to do. Right?
So you're not going to go with one of the old guys or the new guys? You're just going to leave it empty?
I can't do that because you just don't.
Throw out some names.
Nah, man.
No names.
I think they're all great. I mean, and especially anybody that wins a title, a belt, they're all recognized, period.
What are you up to these days? Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I mean, I don't get to get in the ring anymore or the cage anymore. Time has come up, although I loved it probably more than I should have because I stayed a lot longer than I should have, but I just loved it and I never wanted to quit. I still have that desire. So the only way I can be a part of it is to be a promoter. So I've started Valor Bare Knuckle, which is my bare knuckle league that I'm starting now, and so it keeps me close and it gives me an opportunity to share with these other fighters that are up and coming to experience what I experienced.
Yeah, a little more raw, too.
Absolutely. We're bringing it back to the beginning days.
Awesome. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate the time. Spencer Lazar, thanks for watching.
Thank you.